Hi there, this is Evangeline. I'm from Indigo Dye Workshop. Today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful fish scale technique on your fabric. As I show you here, we can see very clear lines around whole the fabric. By doing this, you need to process the technique 2 times to complete the whole your work. Okay, first of all, we need a refined oxidized fabric. You can choose either wool, silk, linen, or cotton. And we need only 3 rubber bands. And today we use some, like what I show you here, is a hot melt adhesive strip. We need 3 of here. But sometimes you can find the more thinner. The thinner one you will get a smaller fish scale. For the bigger one, you can create a bigger fish scale on your fabric. It really depends on what you like. But sometimes if you find it very difficult to find a hot melt adhesive at home, so you can find like this. It's water pipe. This is about 60 centimeters long. You can get this one. I think it's free enough for a fabric. But sometimes if this difficult, you can get a shorter one. Can do, but shorter one when you roll it, sometimes you find it stuck on the end. But it's, you know, more practice gets more practice gets better work. And sometimes you can find this. This is called wooden stick. You can use it too. Some people use rope. If you can find a bigger rope, a huge rope at home, and you can do. So, let us start. Okay, first of all, spread your fabric on a flat table. And to make the angle right opposite you, then get the first hot melt adhesive strip. Get the first one. We put a center right up to the angle near you. We put on the angle near you, and then we roll it. Okay, like this way, and you quickly find out the hot melt adhesive. It's much shorter, not enough, so we connect another 2 together and roll it. Roll it to the opposite angle. Keep rolling it. And be careful not to bend it. Okay. Okay, we roll it. And then put out another 2. And now we squeeze it in the center. To see the angle here is right tell you it's the center of the whole fabric. So we squeeze it together, but sometimes you will find it's a little bit difficult. So we can hold the center point here and press it a little bit, and we squeeze one side first up to the end. Squeeze to the middle and squeeze it until you can't. Then take out 1 rubber band. We tied it up. By doing this is in case of when you put your fabric with the hot melt adhesive into your tank, your dyeing tank, sometimes you get loose. But if you get loose, what can you do? So before that, to prevent that, we need to tie the end. Okay, we Squeeze the other side to the center, squeeze it hard, put it to the end, and make sure you squeeze it hard together. Alright, take out a second rubber band to tie the end up. It doesn't matter how you tied it in case of you want to make a perfect work, but sometimes you find it just don't need to. Also, you can see the ankle here is already pumped out because when we squeeze it, it will sometimes get loose. So people can accept that. So you don't need to do anything. Just leave it there. But if you really care that the whole fish scale can beautifully to cover whole the fabric, you need to do another thing. Is take out a third rubber band to tie it twice. Don't tie it to bend it too hard because you will make a line on that. Okay, we're done. So put this into your indigo dye tank once. Then you rinse out the indigo and dry out your fabric and do the whole process once again on opposite way. Like when you roll the first time, when you first roll the angle, but before you roll the angle, you know that angle part near you, the side, it will become pale because when you roll it inside, because you roll it inside, then the indigo can't really go into the fabric, so you will get a more pale pattern of it. So once you're doing it twice, you just turn your fabric reverse side and then roll it in the opposite angle. Start from the opposite angle to do the whole process again. Then you will get a whole fabric spread out the fish scale pattern all around your fabric like this one. You can see clear once again here around there are whole fish scale, but in the center part here you can see get more pale because when you roll it twice, this part got less indigo, so it will get more pale pattern of it. And you can see the clear white line here. This is the way we put the third rubber band on it to tightly prevent it get loose. So you can see the clear white line here is because the third rubber band tied it up and you got a white line here. But sometimes if you just do it once, then you will get like this. These two sides get more clear fish scale pattern, but this side will get white, but you will get more pale pattern of it. So it really depends on your wish. But sometimes people do this quite funny because when you roll it from the angle or you roll it from the edge, from the side, it's got a different way of your fish scale patterns to spread out. Okay. This is all for today's technique. Hope you enjoy our film. Subscribe us on YouTube channel or you can go to our Facebook fan pages. See you next time. Bye bye.